Okay, well, I'm taking the long way out of the fort. Very frustrated that we couldn't get to more things here, but I guess we got to at least the principal style of buildings. Maybe you can see that building off to the right there. Looks pretty cool. It's probably another dormitory, maybe the male dormitory or something. More officers' quarters. I don't know if these are maybe the non-com down here. Got a bunch of loose dogs running around out here.
7 or 8 of them.
So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go down here because I really like this ruins over here, and you get to see the back of the stone building here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get over to these ruins too. I don't know if I can cut through here.
So the building that is the post.
Wait.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Adobe with the plaster walls on the outside, and I assume, yeah, this is the school right here on the left. The Theodore Roosevelt School. And like I said, I don't know who the students are here now, if it's the Apache or if they're still bringing Navajos in. Another interesting building. I'm sure it's a period building as well on the left here. Okay, well, we're off to the ruins, and I guess we'll see you there. All right, so we've come to the ruins, the Kinishba Ruins, and the Hopi and the Zuni helped the White Mountain Apache manage this site. Carol was saying apparently there was a museum out here, but that it's in ruins, so I have no idea. But I do have an idea that somebody is coming out here and dumping all their horse apples, because there was tons of horse apples right outside the gate when I walked in. I don't know. So they did find pit houses out here, part of the archaeological dig, and that would probably date human habitation back to like 8800. And then the Pueblo itself, probably around the 1200 to 1400, probably similar to Montezuma's castle. Oh, okay. Now I just noticed we've got these ruins here, but then there's also another set of ruins out there. Let's see what this says right here. Okay. It said it's been designated a National Historic Landmark. All right. Well, this is really interesting. It almost seems like a modern construction, doesn't it? Just I don't know what it is about it, just...
Well, let's see that because some of this happened in the 1930s. 35 to 39. The Indian Division of the Civilian Conservation Corps provided the Apache labor critical to rebuilding Kinishba. The sandstone fireplace at your feet, whichever spot that is,
somewhere,
is similar to two
here.
Visible today. 3. At Fort Apache and 2 others built by the CCC across the South.
Okay. Well, let's go around the side here. Big rock pile. Wow. Okay, before I go to the side, I want to go look in some of these doorways. It's like a bunch of junk in there, but you can kind of see a room. And the ceiling. It's over here now. Hopefully I can get it through the door here. There's a beam and it's been lashed. Able to get it. But this wall does not look like it's going to be up for very long. The whole wall here is kind of leaning right. This one, you can see that whole thing is leaning out. I may take this one as well. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you're allowed to go in these or not, but with my back, there ain't no way. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's just see what's up here, because if we walk around, we'll probably walk to the other ruins down there and miss this stuff. This is a big ruins. Bigger than it looked walking up to it. So let's go back over here and catch up with you there. Okay. Wow, this thing is amazing. Got the boards holding it up. I mean, most likely, see the walls here are triple stone, which is more likely the original style, whereas we got some single. Well, I guess they're not single, but they look kind of single. This place is huge. I'm glad we got out here.
Well, it talks about Hopi and Zuni society and spirituality centering on farming. And they selected this area for its abundant arable land and good water. There was a spring about a quarter-mile upstream that supported a steady flow until the 1970s.
Wow.
During the 1200s and 1300s, when it was occupied, other Pueblo groups lived in similar villages located 20 to 40 miles to the southwest and north, but none of those are open to visitors.
Very interesting. It just seems built so different than the other ones. Great. Love these roofs. You can't really tell, was there a third story or was it just a two-story? Pretty cool. You mentioned something about that the way it's designed here, that possibly there were related clans lived in each one of the sections, is their thought. So you might have a few clans over here. I love the doorway back there. And then different clans and different parts, segments. And generally you're not allowed to marry into your clan.
Very taboo.
Very taboo.
So this is the larger of two plazas. And there were remnants of a bench all the way around. And there was a masonry structure in the plaza that served as a shrine of altar suggested there's post holes and suggested there was a great kiva roof.
Oh.
Here.
Over the plaza?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Suggests the plaza was roofed to serve the community as a great kiva. And then there's a smaller raised plaza.
That's really interesting. I've never heard it phrased like that. That the plaza would be roofed to be a kiva. No, that's interesting. So I don't know if you can see that in the center. There's sort of the wood beams, and then there were like reeds and mud on top of that for the other floor. Really like to know how much was here and how much was reconstructed.
This, I believe, is the smaller plaza. It says the below ground rectangular room with partitioned storage areas. Dates to the 12 and 1300s and is typical of ceremonial rooms in the greater Hopi and Zuni Pueblo region. So it is likely that this room served as a meeting and storage space to men's ceremonial societies and a staging area for rituals conducted in the main plaza.
It's just amazing to be out here and to think that people lived here over 1,000 years ago. In fact, they vanished just about exactly 1,000 years ago. So, a little wash here right behind the ruins. It's like an outlier room here.
So Cummings, the archaeologist from the 1930s, he deliberately left unexcavated, excavated, and rebuilt rooms. So these were to be left exposed following the digging. However, once they built the museum or other facilities, it seems likely that the crews used stones from this room block, because here's the picture from 1946, and you can see there's very little of it left. And up there is the museum.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so apparently these are the museum ruins. It was built in the 30s and housed, I guess, various relics, but in the 50s, 40s, 50s, they were getting vandalism, and so a lot of the stuff was moved out. And
it actually was a residence for descendants of Corridon Cooley, a founder of Sholo, for the next 20, 30 years.
wow.
And then the roof burned.
And here you can see the charred remains of the lintel here, and that one being gone. So, guess they didn't live here anymore. And I just saw I have like 8 minutes of video left on this card, and I don't have another one with me. So, we're gonna make this kind of as brief as possible. I love the look of this plaster though.
Holes came through the chimneys and went across, I guess, to maybe provide heat.
The whole stuff, yeah.
There, where it goes up to the height.
Huh.
Through here.
Interesting place. We have a little raven here to join us. Yeah, this is kind of cool, just the way the plaster is here. Oh, interesting build for a museum. Back and check this out back here.
Designed it.
Carol said, we didn't hear that. She said the archaeologist that I guess first excavated this place designed the museum here. Yeah, looks like there's shelving. Pretty interesting shelving. Big timbers. Workshop maybe. Work table in there. Some screening in the back. Cool.
That's the guest house. Directly over the foundations of a small ruin.
What, this house?
Yeah, the guest house. And that's the remainder of his carport is there.
Okay, so apparently this was a guest house, and it's built over a small ruins apparently. And I think Carol said this is the remainder of his carport over here, not this room, but the area I'm standing in. And I'm gonna shut down because I have like 5 minutes of video left on this card. And if we get to our camp in time, I'd like to show it to you on this camera. Although I guess I can use another one. In any case, yeah, I guess we'll see you at camp. And if this is the end of the video, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and we're only ending it because we're gonna get to camp too late if that's the case. So, all right, don't forget, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one, okay?